I have all my data for these beverage companies like Coke and Starbucks and Monster and all those. Um, so everything's filled out. Now I'm gonna take a look at, uh, how much money they're making in profit compared to how much I gotta pay for the share. So the first thing I want to know is like how much profit are they making if I was to divide it up by all the shares that they have. So we can look that up. It's called earnings per share. It's a Google Finance thing that we can do. So equals Google Finance. We click on the symbol, and I want to find out how much money they're making per share, earnings per share. Okay, so for every share of Sam Adams beer, you're getting your share of the profit is about $7. Okay. Now you see some of these are actually negative, so that means the company is losing money. So if they were to like look at how much money they're losing each year, like this company is losing 31 cents per share. But so you might think, all right, well, I'll just go to the one that's making the most money per share. But the thing is, you also have to consider the share price. Like, yeah, it's making the most money, but it's also the most expensive. So that's where the PE ratio comes in. We're going to compare like how much you have to pay compared to per share compared to how much earnings you're getting or how much profit you're getting. So it's how much you pay for the share price, enter, divided by how much the profits are. There we go. So one way to interpret this is basically like, so this number here for Coke, 19.76. So you're paying $19.76 for every $1 of profit. You can think of it that way. Okay, so sometimes it's not that bad if it's negative for PE ratio if the company is like spending money to grow the business. So like that cuts into your profits because you have to spend that money to like build factories or something. So oftentimes for newer companies, they might look at, well, how much is the share price compared to just their sales, and then we don't have to think about how much they're spending, to grow the business. Okay, so the PS ratio is the price you're paying for the shares divided by how much revenue per share. Okay, but probably the easiest way to do it is to look at what is the total price of the company, like all the shares, the market cap, divided by all the revenue of the company, because they don't have like revenue per share. That's easily to search up. You'd have to do extra steps. So I'm going to divide it by the revenue. Let's do the most recent one. Okay. The only thing is that this number is actually 1,000 times bigger because like these are in thousands. So like right now it looks like it's 2,049,000, but actually this is 2 billion. So to scale that up, I just multiply by 1,000. All right, so there's your PS ratio. Usually this is lower, and that is how we calculate it all. So typically PE ratio is good when you have like companies that have been around for a while and they're kind of in the swing of things. They're not going to be building new factories anytime soon. PS ratio is good for like brand new companies, pretty new companies, companies that are growing really fast, but are spending money to like build the business.